Tensions between Iran and Israel dramatically escalated in the early hours of Saturday after Tehran formally shut the door on resuming nuclear negotiations under international pressure. In the wake of this announcement, both nations exchanged missile attacks, marking a dangerous intensification in a long-simmering regional rivalry that has profound implications for Middle Eastern stability and global security. The crisis began when Iran's government issued a strong statement rejecting the prospect of re-entering talks regarding its controversial nuclear program. Iranian officials made it clear that any diplomatic engagement would be impossible under threat or coercion, signaling growing frustration with Western sanctions and the lack of progress in past negotiations. Tehran accused the United States and Israel of attempting to use diplomacy as a cover for more aggressive strategic pressure. Just hours after the announcement, the situation on the ground rapidly deteriorated. Reports emerged of missile sirens blaring across major Israeli cities, including Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Explosions were heard in several regions as Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system activated to intercept incoming Iranian rockets. Israeli authorities confirmed that multiple long-range missiles were fired from Iranian territory, targeting both civilian and strategic sites, although most were intercepted before impact. In a swift and forceful response, Israel launched targeted airstrikes against key military and nuclear-linked facilities within Iran. According to Israeli defense sources, these strikes aimed at disrupting what they claimed to be Iran's clandestine nuclear development activities, as well as key Revolutionary Guard installations believed to be involved in planning or supporting attacks against Israel. Eyewitnesses in Iran reported powerful blasts near Isfahan and other locations known to house sensitive military infrastructure. Iranian state media confirmed the attacks but claimed minimal damage, while warning that Israel would face consequences for any act of aggression. Tehran also mobilized air defense units and placed military installations on high alert across the country. The international community reacted with deep concern. The United Nations called for an immediate de-escalation and urged both sides to exercise restraint. The U.S. State Department condemned the Iranian missile attacks while reiterating support for Israel's right to self-defense. Russia and China, key allies of Iran, criticized the Israeli airstrikes and urged all parties to avoid further escalation. Analysts warn that the conflict could spiral into a broader regional war. Both nations possess significant military capabilities and have proxies throughout the Middle East, including Hezbollah in Lebanon and various militias in Syria and Iraq. Any further escalation could quickly draw in neighboring countries and disrupt already fragile political dynamics across the region. This latest flare-up comes at a time of heightened instability in the Middle East, following years of covert operations, cyber attacks, and assassinations linked to the Iran-Israel shadow war. With diplomatic channels appearing to collapse, the risk of open conflict is higher than it has been in years. The coming days will be critical in determining whether global powers can mediate a ceasefire, or whether the region is headed toward a dangerous new chapter of violence.